In this lesson, we're going to be learning about slope. Slope can be thought in three different ways. First, you can think of it as a change over y, or change in y over the change in x between 2 points. You can also think of slope as rise over run, or you may use the slope formula. I don't care which one you use. Depending on which situation you're dealing with, one might be easier than the other. Okay, so our first example is just finding the slope in terms of graphs. I got 4 of them up here that we'll look at. So I want to find the slope between my points J and K in letter A. When I'm looking at it in terms of a coordinate plane, I like to think of it as rise over run. So I'm going to start with point J, and when I refer to rise, that's how much I go up. My run is referring how much I move left and right. So from J, I'm going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to say that my rise is 5 over then my run. So where I've previously stopped right here, I'm going over 1, 2, 3, 4. Since I went up 5, that's positive, and since I went to the right 4, that's also going to be positive. So my slope then is going to be 5/4. I'm going to scroll down and look at letter B, and I want to do the same thing. I'm going to start by going from point L to M. It really doesn't matter which point you start with, just as long as you get your negatives and positives correctly in whichever direction you go. So from letter L to M, I'm going down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Since I went down, that's going to be a -6. And then I'm going to the right, 1, 2, 3. To the right, that's going to be a +3. Now I can reduce this to a -2. So my slope is going to be -2 on this one. As far as horizontal lines go, my rise on a horizontal line is going to be 0. Over, you can count it if you would like. Between N and P, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But 0 over anything is going to simplify to 0. So the slope of a horizontal line should always be a value of 0. In terms of a vertical line, this time I'm going up so many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not going over any, which is 0. Anytime that you have a vertical line, this is going to be an undefined slope because I can't divide by 0. Now if I was actually given 2 points here, like in letter or 1B, this is where I'd be pretty tempted to use the slope formula. So for this one, I would probably use this. M equals y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. It doesn't matter which point you choose as x sub 1, y sub 1, and x sub 2, y sub 2. I'm just going to choose this one, my x sub 1, y sub 1, and I'll choose this one as my x sub 2, y sub 2. I'll plug it into my formula, so I have -2 minus -3 over -6 minus 8. And then we're going to go ahead and simplify. Minus negative on the top, that's really plus, so -2 plus 3, that's going to be 1 over -6 minus 8, that would give me a -14. So my slope then would be -1/14. I will leave that. You guys can try 1D if you would like. See if you get the correct answer off of that.